Reviewed with Adam and Jay.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
Today we're going to react, review, riff, and at the end we're going to rate the trailer for the upcoming Chinese sci-fi movie, The Wandering Earth. Now, this was a movie that was given to us by our Discord friends on our Discord channel. They said, hey, you should do this movie because we love doing movies from not America as well, other places, foreign markets, we love it. This was recommended to us. So basically, it's subtitled, by the way, so you don't worry about it. You will know what's going on. You just got to read it at the bottom. But basically, it's...
I gotta read!
I know, I'm sorry. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. But basically, it's sometime in the future, and the sun has exploded into a red giant, which is what's going to happen in a couple billion years. So...
Set your
Google
calendars
now.
now.
Mm-hmm. So they come up with a plan, like, we're going to move Earth from its current orbit to get out of the way of the red giant. So in the process of doing so, the Earth gets trapped in the gravity well of Jupiter and starts orbiting Jupiter.
That's nuts.
That's super nuts. And like, weird stuff happens and it's all sorts of cool sci-fi.
Huh.
So yeah, here we go.
Alright, let's party.
爸爸，你要去哪儿？
爸爸要执行任务，这是爸爸一生中最重要的任务。你什么时候回来？从流浪地球计划启动的第一天起，就再也回不去了。地球上的人被放弃了，我儿子还在下面。请求直系亲属通话，呼叫刘启。跟他有什么好说的？那是你亲爹。中国新年的第一天，作为一名父亲，我不想这次团聚是最后一次。我已经记不清你这个混蛋的样子，你有什么资格替我做决定
？373号运载车已失联。
爸，对不起。
Unauthorized awakening.
刘伟强，你要干什么？
爸爸，你真的会变成一颗星星吗？
会啊，你只要数3、2、1，抬头，就看到爸爸了。
Whoa!
Yeah.
That was nuts! Wow!
How are they moving Earth? Do they pull it?
Well, no, they turned it into the Planet Killer. That's the Death Star.
They just put a big rocket on the back of Earth?
Yeah, just you figure out a couple of good places right around the equator.
How do you survive that? How does the planet survive that?
That's a really, really good question.
Because I think with the bigger, like, you know, red dwarf or red giant star or whatever, like we probably get the right amount of sunlight, it'd be fine. But it's getting the planet from one point to the next that how do we not both freeze to death in the traveling?
That's true.
And also, how does gravity work if we got a rocket pushing us and we're not spinning? You know what I mean?
That's a very, very good question, Jay. Look at you physics major.
I know science, kinda.
Enough to say.
My shirt. I know science, kinda. The Jay Schmidt story.
That's because the Earth still needs to orbit, so maybe it's a series of rockets around the equator that, timing-wise,
Yeah, but one of those extra hits like a sputter, and then it just starts wobble, or just a big goofy ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then time starts like moving quicker. It's all relative, and everyone's just like the planet gets there, but everyone's aged. Then Superman has to rewind it again and then do it again. We just need Superman.
Superman has moved planets. Maybe that's your answer. Superman.
Yeah, but also, how do the tides work with the moon gone? I'm just saying, I appreciate that this seems like actually a very compelling father and son story, and I like that. The last line kind of got me. That was really fun, and I liked that a lot. However, there are a lot of questions that are not getting answered. A lot of questions.
This trailer is only 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Can
you break down physically how the Earth moves in 90 seconds? Can you do that? How does Earth break the sun's orbit? Can you do that in 90 seconds? Challenge!
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be organized enough in order to do... Once the sun, we're not going to be... we may have moved to other planets at that point.
We got a couple billion years.
I don't think we're organized enough to physically move a planet. I think we're just going to kind of cut our losses,
I think at some point, yes, we will cut our losses and move out. I don't know where we're going yet or how we're going to get there, but at some point, we're going to move.
I don't think Mars is the answer. We're spending a lot of time on Mars and trying to get Mars up and running, and I'm like, I feel like they keep saying how all these moons of Jupiter and Saturn might actually be better candidates, and I think at a certain point it's why not just do that? Well, there might be water underneath Mars. I'm like, yeah, and there's dust storms literally that we can see from our planet.
Well,
we can see their dust storms.
Thanos and his people settled on Titan, the moon of Titan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but the problem is if we land on Titan and we become Titans, then we're gonna want to start killing half of everybody. It's like the bloodlust there.
Well, then everyone's gonna start getting little weird lines on their chins.
Yeah, I don't know if Titan's the right move, But then also there's gonna be big giant people that we gotta slash the backs of their necks with rocket packs. It's just, there's a lot to think about.
Because, we will have to attack Titan to get there, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good... Look at you, Jay, making connections.
I've never even seen that show. I know enough from you talking about it to be able to reference it. That's a lot of my pop culture knowledge, is that just me when I don't know about something, just keeping my mouth shut and keeping my ears open.
Yeah.
And then I can be like, oh, and people are like, oh, it's on time. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get them back in the neck. And they're like, you're cool. And I'm like, yeah, great. And I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if you figured out from watching this show is that most of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about.
You cover it really well.
I sure do. I sure do. That's what happens when you get a very poor math score, but almost a perfect verbal score on your SATs. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but I can make it sound like I do the American way.
I'm going to predict that this movie has a much more satisfying ending than Interstellar.
I was thinking it was like Interstellar the whole time.
It's a little bit like Interstellar. different circumstances and
with some Geostorm thrown in there.
Yes, there would be geostorms as the planet hurtles through space.
Yeah, just saying that. Yeah, all the satellites and stuff. I was like, oh, Geostorm, cool. My favorite film.
But I am intrigued to all hell. I would very much like to see where this story goes, because this is a completely original to me. I've never heard anyone except the Daleks trying to steal Earth and move it across space. But then the TARDIS brought it back, so it's not a big deal. But for actual humans moving the planet somewhere else in the solar system, that's a really cool idea. Well, how would you rate the trailer for The Wandering Earth?
This one is getting a firm 4 unanswered questions out of 4. I have so many questions for you, movie.
Yeah.
This looks very good.
Very
but
good.
You got a lot of splaining to do.
I would love to see the movie science behind this, just to see how they do it.
Honestly, that's the reason I want to see it, because I just want to know how they do it.
I want to know how they do it. I think it doesn't have to be real, but okay, movie science, sure. I'm down for it. That works enough for the story.
The stakes are so high. They're like, we just attached a huge cable to the center of the planet, and then a huge rocket to it and just pulled it. But then the rocket goes and it just pulls the core out of the planet out.
Oh no!
And then
we attach it to the wrong thing,
and then the planet dies.
Yeah, it's like attaching the joist or the tow cable to the bumper and not the actual axle. That's what we did. Yeah. You got to attach it to the axle of the planet.
Or we just attach a rocket to the axle of the car and it just rips the axle off the car and then the car's dead.
That's it.
That's more what I was getting at.
Okay, both things work. How would you guys move the planet? Let us know in the comments below, or hop in our Discord channel. Lots of other really cool physicists are talking about lots of other cool physicist things. We'd love to have you there. The link is down below in the description box. Also, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Do that YouTube that you do so well. Guacamole's extra. You unanswered questions. I don't mean to use that for both of my bits, but I don't think this is possible.
Yes, how?
I'm not feeling it.
Okay. Okay, still want to see it though.
Earth would die. We all die.
It's maybe half of us would if there's like a bright side.
They put us all in like tubes and freeze us, because that makes sense.
I'm down for some cryotech. Well, other videos are popping up soon. Please watch those. We would appreciate it as much as we appreciate you for watching this one. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.